Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 10th of March. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I want to use the Green Witch Tarot, I think this deck is called, which I haven't used in a while. And I like most of the decks I've got, but I really like this one. I like the kind of cartoony vibe. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these and choose 3 cards to see what's coming up here on Friday the 10th. First card is the Wheel of the Year, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot. The High Priest, which is the Hierophant. And finally, the Two of Cups, which is a love story. It's a romance. So that's kind of interesting because a relationship that is informal or completely new, or it's not been defined as such, can be made much more formal on this day. As in, the High Priest represents the institution, the authority. If we've got 2 people, he can marry them, making it more solid. And then we've got the Wheel of the Year, which is really about your destiny. So I think this is a great day for relationships and really meeting someone who's significant in your life, or taking a relationship that's really new and really making a go of it and saying, let's see where this leads. And it's interesting how it's being expressed here. Okay, so first of all, the 10th card in the Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. It's a card that usually has a number of kind of mystical symbols in the center. And we've got a Sphinx at the top and this devil on the side and a snake here. So it's really about your destiny and how sometimes in life you're on top and sometimes you're not. And it just seems to go round and round and round. And it's an interesting card because it says at some point it's really important to take charge of your own destiny and to operate from within here, rather than pick a point on the wheel and be thrown around by life and your circumstances all the time. If you move to the center and you decide, okay, this is where I'm going to spin, or really, then you're the thing that is immobile. You're the thing that is permanent and unchangeable. So, I mean, it may be overly simplistic, but we've got the nail in the thing here, and then we've got the wheel spinning around. The nail doesn't ever move. So that's kind of an interesting representation, because usually we've got a sun at the center of the Wheel of Fortune, and it's about getting to know yourself and your personality and taking charge as yourself as such. And that then what indicates that you are in this position, you're running your life and not the other way around, as in your life dictates what you do. It's simply taking your power back and saying, this is my life, my destiny. I'm going to make something of it. And I'm going to be involved and take charge of it. So it's a very different approach to, oh, you know, I just see what happens in life and I go with the flow. It's very much about, I need to have some information about myself here if I want to manifest a particular destiny or experience on planet Earth. So it's interesting. And I'm noticing this today for the first time, really, that it's not about letting go. It's about taking control. And as with most things in life, balance is the key. You've got to be able to let go at some point to move on, to move forward. And at certain points in life, you've got to be able to take control. Well, you don't have to do anything, but I feel it's important to be able to take charge of certain things, to make a decision and to say, I'm now going to bend everything around my will so that this happens. So here we've got a pentacle at the center of it, which is kind of interesting because pentacles is a minor arcana suit, and it's the element of earth, and it has to do with money and your career. Here we've got the different festivals of the seasons. So this is a very earthy Wheel of the Year. And what I'm taking from that is that your practical circumstances can change hugely on this day in terms of, oh, a new relationship that you can make official and formal in terms of your work as well. So it's a good day to apply for new jobs, to look at what you really want to be doing, and to take anything that is kind of uncertain or kind of blowing in the wind at the moment and saying, this is what's going to happen with it. I'm going to sign the contract for the new job and work at this company. Or I'm going to meet this person or connect with this person, go out with them, and then see where this relationship leads. The thing about the pentacle as well is that we've got the different elements. So we've got earth, air, fire, water, and the top is spirit. And it's you over matter, mind over matter. Again, not the other way around. So ask yourself, what is it that you want to experience in life? I found that at times when I've been really defeated and hopeless, like having some sort of fantasy for the future, even if it seems unlikely or trivial, or if you're likely to dismiss it as soon as it comes up. Fantasies and dreams and stuff, they can really cheer us up and at least keep us going. So it's really important to get clear on what your hopes and dreams are for your life and how you can make those happen. Okay, so the high priest is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is when the fool meets the institution for the first time. So he's met mom and dad. Now it's time to meet the local druid. And here we've got someone who's on his own, really. He's not doing any gesture of I bless you. He's receiving something. There's a connection with something in the natural world. And he's really in the process of creating some sort of spiritual experience, or he's having a spiritual experience. He's not saying, oh yes, the students, if you want to get into heaven, you have to do what I tell you. It's much more about a spiritual experience. And this, again, we've got three connections here. The druid with the bird. We've got the sunlight streaming down. And to me, the sunlight streaming down is like a metaphor for a higher power looking down on him and blessing this endeavor that he's got. And he's making some sort of magic potion. Or healing waters, So he's someone who recognizes that by listening to the guidance of his higher self, that in his life represents freedom. So it's so interesting, because we've got perfect balance via these two cards. Here I said it's about taking charge of your life, and there, being willing to receive a message from your higher self in order to bless something on planet Earth. It really, again, it shows that doing both is really when you hit the nail on the head. Yes, on a physical level, I'm going to make things happen, but ultimately I want to know my will, and I want to know what the universe's will is for me. And it's in that space, it's like a three-way discussion. That's really where the best ideas come from, and where you can become aware of your own hopes and dreams that are actually going to pay off, that are worth pursuing. I don't know, I've thought I've wanted certain things in life and I've pursued them and got them, and I was like, what was I thinking? I don't even like this. So to avoid that happening, listen to your higher self, because it won't lead you down the wrong direction. Finally, the Two of Chalices. We've got this couple here cheersing and having a great time. We've got a little goose watching on, so it's like a, it's like a little farm scene here. But the Two of Cups is a loving relationship that usually is temporary, and it's designed to bring people together in order to heal them or to empower them, to give them a different perspective, to kind of, give them that sense of feeling alive and being empowered. So it is great for relationships, but with the temporary nature of this and the perfect balance of this, I feel that you're able to take something which is somewhat imbalanced and to add more permanence to it. Yeah, exactly. So I think this is great for relationships and for finding a way into a group, like having the door open into something new. So any kind of relationship, really, again, that highlights working relationships. I go for an interview, I want the door to open and them to hire me so I can go and work there, right? So any of the new is supported, and that's been a theme lately anyway. But particularly I feel in regards to your relationships, this day really encourages you and supports you and gives you the opportunity to start a new relationship that you're genuinely invested in, and that then is going to have a big impact on your life. Number-wise, we've got 10 and 5 is 15, and 2 is 17, 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 is strength and power in numerology. But if you turn it on the side, it's the infinity symbol, something that's permanent and not just temporary. So that's another thing that says there's something really meaningful and significant waiting for you in this day. Be open and see what appears, and particularly what it is you want. Okay, so I hope you get an idea of what you'll be working with on this day via the cards energy that they've described here. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.